It's Daryl here, and today we're checking out an incredible amp that nobody knows about. So what exactly is this incredible amp, and what does it sound like? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's Wangs. So I want to know more about Wangs. Slap like if you like Wangs. Let's hop over to the computer, take a look. The first link is very good. We're going to go to the second one, and we're going to kind of scroll down past the products, past the small team making these amps by hand. We're going to keep going down past some products. We're going to go past the images here. They're only made with American, German, Dutch, Japanese components. As you can see, very high quality components. We're going to go down to the frequently asked questions. Now, these are fantastic. I like this one particularly. Big amplifier sends their stuff to China to be built, and those guys haven't made a decent amp in 10 years. Why are you guys any better? Throwing some serious shade. Love that. Anyway, here we go. Why don't you guys change your name? You do know what a Wang is, right? Right on their official page. Love that so much. Here we go. Wangs is actually pronounced Wangs. It's the most common last name in China and the name of their creator. So there you go. It's not actually Wangs, it's Wangs. Right, so all kidding aside, what we have here is the Wangs. This is the 2204. This is all hand built by a small team of, elite builders in China. And this is sort of a boutique version of the Marshall 2204. Now, when I say this is an amp that nobody knows about, that's not entirely true because Wangs actually has a pretty strong cult following in North America. Now, while these amps weren't strictly intended for North America, they found their way over here for at least 3 reasons. Number 1, they're built by hand and they're built well. Number 2, they sound fantastic. And number 3, they're affordable. All right, so let's take a closer look at this amp. Now, this is a 50-watt, all-tube, hand-wired head. We've got 3 AX7s and 2 EL34s. Front panel, just like the classic Marshall it's based upon, very, very simple. You've got power on and off, and you've got a standby switch. Then you've got your power LED. Then you've got your controls, which is presence, bass, middle, treble, master volume, and preamp volume. So you can have those classic rock tones without making your ears bleed, which is awesome. And we've got a leather handle, birch cabinet, hemp grill. Everything feels really nice on this amp. Now I'm always curious to see what's inside. So let's pull off the back here carefully. All right, you guys, let's pull off the back and see what's inside. All right, you guys, let's take a closer look on the inside. I know manufacturers probably hate it when I do stuff like that, but anyway, getting to this part, so easy. It's just, the 4 screws holding the back plate on, and then 4 screws underneath holding the whole amp into the chassis. So let's see if I can just kind of carefully slide this out. There we go. Careful not to touch the circuit board underneath. I should probably be wearing gloves, but anyway, there we go. We are free and clear. This thing is heavy. So let's take a closer look on the inside. But so far, that is ridiculously clean. All right, well, here's the gut shot, you guys. For those of you who are into amps, hopefully you appreciate this. It doesn't mean much to me, but I can identify. Here's your speaker outputs, your preamp tubes, your power amp tubes, and obviously the EQ and the level controls up here, along with your toggle switch. The main circuit board, like I said, I'm not into amps, but for those of you who are, there you go. This is what's on the inside of the Wangs amp, and I can say it is ridiculously well made. Everything is super duper clean and looks amazing. All right, I've got the SG. Now what I'm going to do is hit the front end of the Wangs with an overdrive pedal, add a little bit of delay and reverb for a lead tone. Let's check that out. And for the price, a third of what the competition, will charge you for a boutique amp like this. Incredibly well made. I think it sounds amazing. The EQ section, very versatile. So no matter, if you have dark pickups in your guitar or really bright pickups, single coils or humbuckers, you're going to be able to get a tone that you like. The EQ section, very, very flexible. It is sort of, a one-channel amp, so you don't have like a foot switch where you can go between clean and dirty. It is, a modern take on a vintage amp, and it's true to that. So, if you need a bunch of channel switching, this is not the amp for you. But if you need like great, 70s authentic tone, and the amp takes pedals totally fine. So, if you need a couple overdrive pedals to go with, no problem at all. It sounds great on the dirty, on the high sensitivity, which is like the dirty channel. It sounds great being hit with an overdrive pedal. Clean channel sounds great being hit with an overdrive pedal. So very versatile from that standpoint. Like it handles different gain stages totally fine. The preamp tubes can just get hit hard and they just break up beautifully. So love the tones, love the build quality. The gut shot was insane. It's so clean on the inside. It looks amazing. I've never had an amp like that. All my amps, are definitely not boutique level. So, from the bottom up, this is a fantastic amp. So I'll drop a link to this amp in the video description below. Big thanks to the guys from Wangs for sending it over. Use the code DBG for 10% off this amp. So that was really cool of the guys. If you're looking for an amp like this and you want to save a few bucks, use the code DBG. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can check out my t-shirt store, tab store, all that stuff in the video description as well. Have yourself a fantastic day.